Hello everyone, welcome back to my Journalism of the Heart news channel. The story for today is while singers like Guy Sebastian, Samantha Jade, Dami Im, Casey Donovan and Jessica Malboy continue to have high-profile careers following their time on Australian Idol or The X Factor, the same can't be said of many of the winners of The Voice Australia. For the 10 victors of the singing competition, which has switched from Channel 9 over to Channel 7, ARIA chart success quickly petered out after the initial burst of post-show activity, and they've mostly flown under the radar in other respects as well. We're still waiting to see what more recent winners are going to make of their careers, given they definitely have the voices to go far. But for now, let's take a trip down memory lane to find out what these songbirds are up to now. Carice Eden, Season 1, 2012, the inaugural winner of The Voice Australia. Carice Eden was still a teenager, just when she debuted at the top of the singles and albums chart with music she'd performed on the show. Despite a lengthy delay in further recordings, she enjoyed a top 20 single Threads of Silence in mid-2013 and top 5 album, Things I've Done, in late 2014, but hasn't been able to sustain her initial, record-breaking momentum. These days, Carice juggles looking after her two kids, Bladen and Hartley, and releases music on a smaller scale. She released a new single, Gone, in April 2022, Harrison Craig, Season 2, 2013, after racking up 9 top 50 hits in just over 2 months as his season reached its climax. Then 18-year-old Harrison Craig looked even more certain to enjoy a fruitful post-show career. And sure enough, his debut album reached number 1 in July 2013. Since then, Craig stuck with the covers, but his 2 subsequent albums have seen diminishing returns, with 2016's King of Vegas barely making the top 40. In 2017, he released children's book Harrison's Song and took a few international songwriting trips pre-pandemic. Recently, he sang the hits of Elton John for a live audience in a tribute show, Anya Nissen. Season 3, 2014, unlike most winners, Anya Nissen, who was 18 at the time, didn't put out a winner's single in the wake of her Voice victory. Instead, I'm So Excited, featuring her mentor, will.i.am, and Cody Wise, wasn't released for 3 months, and missed the top 40. Follow-up singles performed even more disappointingly, although a remake of Anyone Who Had a Heart from the soundtrack to TV series Love Child made the top 30 in mid-2015. In 2017, Nissen represented Denmark, the birthplace of her parents, in the Eurovision Song Contest with will.i.am placing 20th in the final. Nowadays, Anya lives in Los Angeles, where she works as a vocalist and a vocal coach. Ellie Drennan, Season 4, 2015, the youngest champion to date, Ellie Drennan took out The Voice Australia as part of Team Jessie when she was just 16. Winner's single Ghost charted at number 25, while her debut album, Close Your Eyes, peaked at number 14, making it the least successful album by a winner released immediately following the show to date. In 2016, Drennan released 2 singles, Living Inside a Dream and Hard Love, but neither set the chart alight. However, Ellie is still only in her early 20s, and has plenty of time to set the world on fire. She recently toured regional New South Wales, and sings at the occasional festival as well, Alfie Arcuri. Season 5, 2016, winner Alfie Arcuri did manage a top 5 album with Zenith, but his debut single, Cruel, didn't get anywhere near the top 50 and has the ignominious honor of being the least successful winner's single to date. 2 further singles, If They Only Knew and Love Is Love, also struggled to find their mark. However, in recent years, Alfie has carved out a good career for himself, performing overseas and also continuing to release music. His latest single, Devil's Lips, came out at the end of 2021. Judah Kelly, Season 6, 2017. The Voice Australia's first country-influenced winner, scored a top 20 debut single, Count on Me, and top 3 album of the same name. But, like all his predecessors, things ground to a halt pretty quickly. He released a second album, Real Good Time, in 2018, which peaked at number 38 on the charts. Sam Perry, Season 7, 2018, singer and looping artist Sam Perry took out the title in 2018, somewhat controversially, given some audience members and coach Boy George himself were asking if his looping technique was fit for a singing competition. Despite this, he joined Team Kelly Rowland and rose to the very top, taking out the win. His debut single after his win, Trust Myself, hit number 78 on the charts, but he didn't follow it up with anything substantial. These days, Sam seems to work mostly as a DJ, playing the occasional festival, Diana Ruvas. Season 8, 2019, Diana was a seasoned singer prior to her win, having worked with the likes of Tina Arena and Damien Leith. Her 2019 win was preceded by a run on The Voice Australia in 2012, where she made it to the top 8. However, she was hungry to try once more, and made it in first place in 2019 on Team Boy George. Her song Wait for No One was released imminently after the finale aired, but failed to break the ARIA Top 500. She went on to compete in Eurovision, Australia Decides that same year, and came in 7th place. Now, Diana performs on a small scale, doing pretty regular gigs, including a recent one at the Adelaide Fringe Festival. Chris Sebastian, the younger brother of coach Guy Sebastian, Chris Sebastian, took out the win in 2020. A dedicated singer with a background in production, Chris was on the first season of The Voice, but returned to complete unfinished business. He took his place on Kelly Rowland's team and took out the win after many interruptions to filming given the COVID-19 pandemic. Since winning, Chris has released 2 singles, Hard to Get to Love and Wasted on Me, but he is also prolific on TikTok and is always creating content. He also recently welcomed a baby boy, Kingston Carter Sebastian, Bella Taylor Smith. Bella Taylor Smith was slated to win the competition from the moment she auditioned, singing Beyoncé's version of Ave Maria, with purely angelic vocals. She chose to join Guy Sebastian's team after connecting with him over growing up singing in church. Since then, the talented powerhouse has released her single Nice to Know Ya, and Look Me in the Eyes, which will both be on her upcoming EP. She'll also be supporting Guy on his upcoming TRUTH tour. That is all for today news. Please make sure to leave your comment and subscribe the channel below for more news update. Thank you for watching.